It's often when you hear about a student or a friend who's struggling to make ends meet. It's also often when talking to these people that they tell you about all the unnecessary purchases that they make. And when they tell you this, you think to yourself, well, maybe they should have learned how to spend their money better when they were little. And then it also makes you think, maybe the new generation of kids doesn't know how to spend their money either. And for further insight on this, comes from the survey results conducted by Junior Achievement USA, which states, after 2 uncertain and often stressful years, high school students are worried about their financial futures, prompting more than half of teens to say they feel unprepared to finance their futures. And I'm sure that no matter who you are, you can agree that you would have appreciated learning how to spend your money at a young age, or you would appreciate your children learning so that they be prepared for the future. I will first tell you about the problems that happen when being financially illiterate, why people have a hard time managing money, and how we can help with this issue. Now, what issues arise from being financially illiterate? Well, firstly, the biggest issue for many who don't know how to manage money is poor decision making. As when financially illiterate, it's very hard for you to distribute your money, and you often make bad investments which cause you to, let's say, not pay back your loans, ruining your credit score, and causing you to spiral into a whirlpool of debt, which a lot of people can't get out of. And sometimes this debt can even lead into chronic poverty when many generations of a family are born poor due to financial decisions made in the past. Now, these issues are even more evident in graduates or new college students who have a newfound independence. For instance, the subheading titled Financial Education Issues for Young Adults found on the Evaluation Toolkit website says it best. They say, if young adults take on large amounts of debt, either through credit cards, student loans, or other avenues, and cannot manage the payments, this debt can be problematic years into the future. So what causes poor spending? Well, firstly, what causes poor spending is not knowing or having a plan for what to do with your money. For instance, the nationwide testing by Vince Shorb, CEO of the National Financial Educators Council, says the average adult taking our basic financial literacy test scores just under 71%, while the average teenager scores 61%. And keep in mind, this is basic knowledge, and it's appalling how it's not even near 100%, none of these, for adults or for teens. And also, a lot of people don't know how to separate their wants and needs. And instead of eating from home, they'd rather go and eat out from a fast food restaurant. Or they start dressing in a way they can't afford, or they get caught into peer pressure where their friends convince them to go out when they know that they shouldn't. This causes them to grow debt. Now that we know all this, how can we help? Well, firstly, we can start by using our political representatives to help make personal finance a mandatory class in our schools. As civilians, we can go to our elected state officials and ask them if they can sponsor a bill on our behalf. After that, we can help spread the word that can help persuade legislators in passing our law. Secondly, if schools won't do it, then us as parents or family members should teach children ourselves. What we can do is look at our past financial decisions, and if it's bad, teach them how to not make that decision. If it's good, take them through the process of how to make that decision and possibly even better decisions. That way they won't struggle in the future. Now that we have discussed the ins and outs of the topic, let's review what was said. Once more, schools should have a mandatory personal finance class in order for the future of our society. Poor money management has led to many issues such as debt and occurs due to simple factors such as not knowing what to do with your money. And finally, schools should require a mandatory course in personal finance to the benefit of everyone. Hopefully we see a change in the future, and if we do, may our future generations reap the benefits of knowing the true importance of personal finance.